Jonah Vallow here for Knicks.com. The team on the road for a Texas two-step featuring an overtime thriller in Dallas, and Carmelo Anthony makes his return to the floor right here at Madison Square Garden. Don't miss a second of the action on Knicks All Access Weekly. The Knicks arrived in H-Town on Monday evening to kick off a three-game Southwestern trip that featured matchups against three perennial contenders. First up on the docket, James Harden and the Rockets.
They're a good basketball team. They have some really good players. We respect what they've done, and they're one of the best teams out there.
They go out there to try to play team-style basketball, score a lot of points on you, and really, they're a tough team.
1, 2, 3.
Melo and Harden went toe-to-toe in a spirited first frame, and the Rockets held just a one-point advantage at the end of the first quarter. Late in the second quarter, Carmelo Anthony was forced to leave the game with back spasms after scoring 14 first-half points.
They said it was kind of like a whiplash, quick turn, and my back is spazzed up.
He's our captain, he's our superstar. And we just had to rally together and figure out a way to win.
Without Melo in the lineup, the Knicks bench picked up their production and outscored Houston 23-18 in the third quarter.
I think we got a really good second half. We moved the ball. Everybody was happy playing with each other.
Early in the third, we were just out hustling them. Went to the fourth, top of the tie game, and kind of just unraveled at the end there.
James Harden scored 12 of his 36 in the final frame and helped save off the feisty Knicks in a 91-86 win for the Rockets.
I thought the effort and the mindset was in the right place, but we just couldn't get it done.
Out to Dallas, where the Knicks held a practice session at the SMU campus on Tuesday afternoon.
We got some good work in, and we worked hard.
Carmelo's back, getting some rest and trying to do what he can to get better.
Back spasms kept Carmelo Anthony out of Wednesday's contest against Dallas, and Derek Fisher decided to feature the three-guard lineup against a prolific Mavericks squad.
When we play those small lineups, we expect to push the pace, get the ball up the court.
Without Melo being out there, different guys will get different shots, but we all want to take the shots out of our offense. They're a good team. We got to continue to do the things that we do.
Whether it's Monte Ellis, Dirk Nowitzki, Chandler Parsons, they have many guys that can hurt you, but we all five of us have to be ready to go.
Familiar foes faced off against each other in Dallas as Jose Calderon and Tyson Chandler met their former teams.
Obviously, we enjoy having them around, but we can't hang our hat on the past. We got a team that we're dealing with now that we have here with the Knicks. We got to focus in on our unit and try to get a win tonight.
Calderon exploded in the first quarter with 9 points, and the Knicks enjoyed a 24-19 early lead.
Calderon again, hit the three. Calderon fires and hits.
3 games into being back, he looked great out there tonight.
After trailing by 4 at the half, the Knicks received a big boost from Pablo Prigioni as he buried 4 long bombs for 12 points in the second half, and New York only faced a 2-point deficit with 7 seconds to go in the game.
Jose and me, we are that kind of player that if the game give you open shot, we're going to take it.
7.9 seconds remaining. Knicks trail by 2.
J.R. Smith drilled a clutch step-back jumper from 23 feet to send the game into overtime.
With 9/10 of a second remaining, it's a 2 for J.R. Smith.
Dirk Nowitzki and company closed out strong in the overtime session. The Mavericks outscored the Knicks 14-7 and managed to pull off a 109-102 win despite 21 points and 10 rebounds from Calderon.
We got one more game in this trip, and hopefully we can get it.
After a tough defeat in Dallas, the Knicks searched for redemption at the final stop on the 3-game trek, where Melo participated in a pregame workout and provided an optimistic outlook for his future status.
I made huge strides in the last couple days. I'm just happy that I can get a little light workout in today and just, really kind of, work towards getting back out there on the court.
Head coach Derek Fisher returned to Oklahoma City for the first time since suiting up for the Thunder just 6 months ago.
The people have been gracious as they always were when I was here in town, and we'll see how gracious they are tonight when the game starts.
Rockets OKC crowd had even more reason to spur on their squad with the highly anticipated return of Russell Westbrook.
He's going to increase the pace that their team's been playing at, over the first several weeks of the season.
Behind Westbrook's infectious energy, the Thunder bolted out of the game with a 13-5 lead and a 26-point advantage at the half.
He's a dynamic player, and when you let him start the game the way he started with 3 assists and then 2 easy buckets, he's going to have a good night because he's a rhythm guy. When he gets in a rhythm, it's hard to stop.
Amari Stoudemire scored 20 points and grabbed 9 boards, but the Knicks fell in the final contest of the 3-game road trip, 105-78.
You can't be afraid of teams that come out and, play with that type of aggressiveness. We can't be afraid of that.
A long week on the road, it just seemed like we were a little flat.
After missing 2 games due to back spasms, Carmelo Anthony returned to the lineup in search of helping his team snap a 3-game slide.
If I can go, I can go. That was my mindset. Come back, give it a shot. If I can go out there, if I feel like I can play, then I'm gonna go out there and give it a shot.
Melo gained some steam at the end of the first half with 15 points and helped the Knicks close the gap to just 8 at the break.
It was impressive, to see him put together that type of performance.
New York owned the third frame by outscoring Miami 25-21, shooting 52% from the floor and 3 of 6 behind the arc. Dwayne Wade, who also made his return from injury, helped the Heat escape MSG as he scored clutch buckets and finished with 27. Carmelo Anthony posted 31 and 8 boards in the 86-79 loss on Sunday night.
You got to keep being optimistic and keep trying to improve. We always are ready to go when we play Brooklyn, so hopefully that is a spark that we need to get us over the hump.